Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel's Mike's Talks and Thoughts here, back again with another video for you guys. And today we have House of the Dragon Season 1 Episode 9, The Green Council. And as you know, with the Game of Thrones series here, Episode 9 is usually one that really has a great reputation of being really well. And this episode, just without giving anything away, was really solid. But we are going to be going into some spoilers here for House of the Dragon. So if you've not seen House of the Dragon through Season 1, Episode 9, The Green Council, then come back to this video later as there will be spoilers. Another thing before I get started here as well, I'd like to also announce on my TikTok page. I have done a TikTok page here for my channel. I'm doing a series over there showcasing some of my favorite episodes. So if you want to see more on that, I'm going to leave that down in the description below. We're doing a lot of great things over there as well. Just another platform if you want to see more content from this YouTube page on another platform here. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the review. So Season 1, Episode 9 here. A lot of crazy things happen, and just this season just, again, does not fail to disappoint. Is doing so well, and the start of this episode and pretty much through the whole first half of the episodes, where is Prince Aegon? We see how Alicent, has been sort of hiding a little bit that Viserys has passed away, and she, of course, takes his tale or infers that he wanted Aegon to be king, his dying wish, and of course goes around and, little people here and there knowing about it, and then eventually, of course, at the very end of the episode, towards the end, we see the big reveal, of course, that King Viserys has passed away, and them sort of being a little cautious here. Otto hires a man named Eric to go and find Prince Aegon, and Alicent hires Criston Cole, and Aemon tags along, and we see their dilemma with trying to find Aegon. And we see just the crazy parts of Westeros here. We see these fighting pits, and those were just so hard to watch. And we see one of these little kids there, and he looks just like Aegon, so we see one of Aegon's bastards here. So that is something to keep in mind moving forward. We see how just Aegon is, very free-spirited and likes going out and having fun, and we see them going around trying to find him here. And eventually we see Otto talking with this lady named Lady Messiah, and she, I know, is going to play a big role moving forward here. So I thought it was really cool seeing her in this episode, and just her bargaining tactic here of, basically remove the fighting pits or get rid of the fighting pits now, as well as giving her some gold here to find where Aegon is, and they were able to find him. But then Criston Cole eventually and Aemon eventually come up, and they have this big duel with Eric, and it's really cool to see. Love the fighting in this episode, and we get to see just how Aegon gets brought back, and you can see Aegon is just so unfit, and so he doesn't want to rule, and a whole bunch of bad qualities that he has, and you can really see that shaping out. But of course, with Alicent's wish, they're now in this dilemma of Aegon or Rhaenyra, and that's another big thing that happens in this episode, especially with Otto asking other people to pledge allegiance to Aegon here, and anyone who doesn't, prisoned. And we see this one guy who, he's very hesitant at first, and at the very end he bends the knee, but then he ends up spying on everyone. Just a whole bunch of crazy shit happens there, and Larys, of course, finds him, and we see this another just great conversation. So much to unpack in this episode. We see Rhaenyra and Alicent talking, and just about the past and the future, and Alicent's like, pledge your allegiance to Aegon, and Rhaenys is like, no, Rhaenyra, and Alicent tries to win her over, saying how she should have been queen, how all this could have happened, and now we are supposed to guide the men in our life and help them out. And Rhaenys is like, you need to start making decisions for yourself. You keep following the orders of your father and your husband, and now your son, and you never do what's best for you. She really starts taking those words to heart when she talks with Otto, her father here, really kind of sticks it to him, and that was a great scene. And then let's just talk here about the vile scene of this episode. So Larys here, Clubfoot, of course. Been seeing already so many memes on it already, and we see that Larys, gives information to Alicent about stuff that's going on, and these whispers that. And speaking about whispers, Larys is really giving me a lot of Varys vibes from Game of Thrones. I don't know, he just gives me those vibes. But yeah, Larys Strong here, telling Alicent about this information, and kind of being her person here, who he can like relay information on what's going on, how she's being spied on, and all these other things. And in exchange, he he wants a little something, and the one thing that makes him, get up is, having that foot fetish. And that was such an awkward scene, man. And I already know it's gonna be memed throughout the whole community, man. It's bringing me back to Better Call Saul vibes, but I digress here. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that was a very interesting scene of this episode. Definitely one that's probably the most talked about. And to end the episode here, another great scene. We see Aegon, of course, being anointed as king, and him walking through all the swords, and everyone gathering around. And at this time, Rhaenys has, kind of staged her own death a little bit. She burns her place that she's staying in. She sneaks out, and she's trying to get away here. And eventually, she's able to, as Aegon is there and gathering everyone, and him being anointed and crowned, we see Rhaenys here coming with her dragon, just absolutely tears it up and lands on all these people, and it's going crazy, and just leaves that message that it's on, war is on, something's gonna happen. I think she's going to, or of course the next episode, Rhaenyra is gonna find out everything about Viserys. We didn't see Rhaenyra or Daemon in this episode. I think they're gonna be a really big part of the next episode. I think that what this episode was the Green Council. It's going to focus on their side of the story for the finale, Rhaenyra and Daemon's at Dragonstone here. So yeah, for this episode, the Green Council, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Really solid episode here. First half, a little bit slower, this whole thing of finding Aegon, but man, when it really picks up, it picks up, and it just, so many great scenes and a lot of awkward scenes as well. So yeah, that's going to do it here for the House of the Dragon Season 1, Episode 9 review. Definitely coming back for next week. We have the finale episode. It's going to be crazy. Might even do a live stream for it. We'll have to see how that plays out. I try and get these videos up as early as I can, but sometimes I can't, so I might not be able to do the live stream as it's coming out live right after the episode. We'll have to see how that plays out. But so that's going to do it here, everyone. Take care and peace out.